Have you ever looked at a dog and thought, there's no way anyone would pay that much for a pet? Well, think again, because some dogs don't just cost thousands of dollars, they cost tens of thousands. Some have sold for the price of a luxury car. And one dog on today's list reportedly costs more than most people will earn in a lifetime. From ancient guardians and royal companions to ultra rare breeds that almost disappeared forever, these dogs are among the most expensive on earth. And trust me, the prices get crazy fast. So grab a seat, because today we're counting down the 10 most expensive dogs in the world. Let's get started. Number 10, Blue French Bulldog. Small dog, massive price tag. The Blue French Bulldog may look like an ordinary Frenchie at first glance, but that unique blue-gray coat changes everything. That rare color comes from a special genetic trait that dilutes black pigment, giving these dogs their signature steel blue appearance. And people absolutely love it. Originally descended from small bulldogs brought to France by English lace workers in the 1800s, French bulldogs quickly became popular companions among city residents. Today, they're one of the most recognizable dog breeds in the world. They're playful, affectionate, and perfectly suited for apartment living. But here's the catch. Breeding French bulldogs is already expensive. Add a rare coat color and overwhelming demand, and prices skyrocket. A blue French bulldog can easily cost between $5,000 and $10,000. Exceptional bloodlines may sell for even more. Not bad for a dog that weighs less than 30 pounds. And somehow, the dogs ahead only get more expensive. Number 9, Canadian Eskimo Dog. This isn't just a dog, it's a survivor. The Canadian Eskimo Dog is one of the oldest and rarest working dog breeds in North America. For centuries, these powerful dogs helped Inuit communities survive some of the harshest conditions on Earth. They pulled heavy sleds across frozen landscapes, assisted hunters, and even warned families when polar bears were nearby. Built for the Arctic, these dogs are incredibly strong and unbelievably tough. Thick double coats, powerful bodies, endless stamina. Everything about them was designed for survival. Unfortunately, modern transportation, disease, and declining sled use nearly wiped the breed out during the 20th century. Today, purebred Canadian Eskimo dogs remain extremely rare. Some estimates suggest that only a few hundred still exist worldwide. That rarity comes at a price. A purebred puppy can cost as much as $9,000. And for many enthusiasts, finding one is harder than paying for one. Number 8, Chow Chow. The Chow Chow looks like a giant teddy bear. But don't let the fluff fool you. This ancient breed has been guarding homes and accompanying humans for thousands of years. Originating in northern China, the Chow Chow once served as a hunting dog, cart puller, guardian, and companion to Chinese nobility. Its appearance is impossible to ignore. The lion-like mane, the deep-set eyes, the serious expression, and of course the famous blue-black tongue. Very few dog breeds in the world have anything like it. Personality-wise, Chow Chows are often described as cat-like, independent, reserved, and sometimes a little stubborn. They're deeply loyal to their families, but tend to be cautious around strangers. Premium Chow Chow puppies from top breeders can cost anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000. And as impressive as that sounds, we're still nowhere near the top of this list. Number 7, Pharaoh Hound. At first glance, you'd probably assume this dog came straight out of ancient Egypt. And honestly, you're not alone. For years, many people believed the Pharaoh Hound was the exact breed seen in Egyptian artwork and hieroglyphs. But modern DNA research tells a different story. The breed actually traces its roots to the Mediterranean island of Malta, where locals have used these elegant dogs for rabbit hunting for centuries. Still, the Egyptian vibe is impossible to ignore. Long legs, large upright ears, a sleek reddish coat. Everything about this dog looks royal. But here's where things get really interesting. When a Pharaoh Hound gets excited, something unusual happens. Its nose and ears can actually turn pink. Owners often call it blushing. Very few dog breeds display anything like it. These dogs are also incredibly athletic, fast, agile, and highly intelligent. They were built to chase prey across rough terrain. Owning one, however, isn't cheap. A well-bred Pharaoh Hound typically starts around $7,000. And because the breed remains relatively rare, finding one can be just as difficult as paying for one. Number 6, Afghan Hound. Some dogs run. The Afghan Hound glides. With its long flowing coat, elegant posture, and almost regal attitude, this breed looks like it belongs on a fashion runway rather than in a backyard. But don't be fooled by the glamorous appearance. The Afghan hound was originally bred for serious hunting in the mountains and deserts of Afghanistan. For centuries, these dogs chased fast-moving prey across some of the harshest landscapes on Earth, and they were incredibly good at it. Afghan hounds can reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. That's faster than many people realize. Their signature coat wasn't designed for beauty either. It evolved to protect them from freezing mountain nights and harsh desert winds. Of course, all that beauty comes with a price. Maintaining an Afghan hound's coat requires frequent brushing, regular baths, and plenty of grooming. Premium puppies often cost around $7,000 to $8,000, and ongoing grooming expenses can easily add thousands more over the course of the dog's life. Number lima, Akita. Big, powerful, and loyal to a level that's almost impossible to believe. The Akita is one of Japan's most iconic dog breeds. Originally developed in the snowy mountains of northern Japan, these dogs were bred to hunt large game, including wild boar and even bears. Everything about the Akita commands respect. Their broad head, their thick double coat, their curled tail, and that calm, watchful expression. But what truly made the breed famous around the world wasn't its strength, it was loyalty. You've probably heard the story of Hachiko, the legendary Akita who waited at a train station every single day for his owner, even years after his owner had passed away. That extraordinary devotion touched millions of people and turned the Akita into a global symbol of loyalty. Today, Akitas remain highly respected in Japan and around the world. They are intelligent, courageous, and deeply devoted to their families. However, they can also be independent and require consistent training from an early age. Owning an Akita isn't cheap either. Most well-bred puppies cost between $1,500 and $4,000. But champion bloodlines and imported show-quality dogs can easily exceed $10,000. And believe it or not, the dogs still ahead on this list become even more expensive. Number 4, Löfchen. Tiny dog. Huge price tag. The Löfchen, whose name literally means little lion in German, may be one of the rarest dog breeds you've never heard of. At first glance, it's easy to see where the name comes from. With its traditional lion-style haircut, flowing mane, and curled tail, this little dog definitely knows how to stand out. But the Löfchen isn't just about looks. This breed has been around for centuries. Images of dogs that closely resemble the Löfchen appear in European paintings dating back hundreds of years. They were especially popular among wealthy families and noble households. Then something unexpected happened. Their numbers began to collapse. By the middle of the 20th century, the Löfchen had become so rare that it was once considered the rarest dog breed in the entire world. Thankfully, dedicated breeders stepped in and saved the breed from disappearing forever. Even today, however, the Löfchen remains extremely uncommon. Only a limited number of puppies are born each year, and scarcity drives prices up fast. A well-bred Löfchen can easily cost $8,000 or more. Not bad for a dog that rarely weighs more than 15 pounds. Number 3. Dogo Argentino. Power, speed, fearlessness. The Dogo Argentino was built for one purpose: hunting some of the most dangerous animals in South America. Back in the 1920s, an Argentine doctor named Antonio Norris Martinez set out to create the ultimate big game hunting dog. He wanted a breed that was powerful enough to take down wild boars and pumas, but stable enough to work closely with humans and other dogs. The result was the Dogo Argentino. Large, muscular, and incredibly athletic, these dogs can weigh up to 100 pounds while remaining surprisingly agile. Their all-white coat wasn't chosen for appearance. Hunters needed to clearly distinguish their dogs from wild animals during hunts. Despite their intimidating reputation, well-trained Dogos are often loyal and affectionate with their family. But make no mistake, this breed requires experienced ownership, consistent training, and early socialization. In several countries, ownership restrictions even exist due to the breed's strength and prey drive. A purebred Dogo Argentino from a reputable breeder can cost anywhere between $8,000 and $10,000. And now, we've reached the final 2. Number 2, Tibetan Mastiff. Imagine a dog so massive and so imposing that people compare it to a lion. That's the Tibetan Mastiff. Originating in the high mountains of Tibet, Nepal, and parts of northern India, this ancient guardian protected livestock, monasteries, and entire villages for thousands of years. These dogs were bred to stand their ground against wolves, snow leopards, and intruders. And honestly, One look at them explains everything. Adult males can weigh well over 150 pounds. Add their enormous mane-like coat, and they look absolutely legendary. Calm and reserved around family, Tibetan Mastiffs become fiercely protective whenever they sense danger. Over the past few decades, the breed has also become a major status symbol, especially among wealthy collectors. In fact, one Tibetan Mastiff reportedly sold for nearly $2 million in China. Yes, $2 million. Fortunately, you don't have to spend quite that much. But quality puppies still commonly start around $10,000. And somehow, one dog still tops that. Number one, wolf dog, Patdol, part wolf. And completely unforgettable, wolf dogs are exactly what they sound like. A hybrid created by crossing domestic dogs with wolves. The result is an animal that combines the intelligence and loyalty of dogs with many of the instincts and physical traits of wolves. And that's precisely what makes them so fascinating, but also incredibly challenging. Wolf dogs aren't typical pets. They require experienced handlers, specialized environments, and enormous amounts of time, training, and commitment. In many places, ownership is heavily regulated or banned entirely. Their rarity alone makes them expensive, but some individuals have reached unbelievable prices. One famous wolf dog named Catabom Okami reportedly sold for an astonishing $5.7 million. That's more than the price of many luxury mansions. At just a few months old, Okami had already become an international sensation, attracting millions of views online and appearing at exclusive events. Love them or fear them, one thing is certain. Wolf dogs are unlike anything else in the canine world, and they easily earn the number one spot on today's list. So, which of these incredible dogs surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more amazing facts from the world of dogs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.